I had not seen my father or my sister for 3 years. For me, the war dragged on, and for so many days I wondered if I would ever see them again. Finally, in 1919, months after the war ended, the army decided that it could spare me of my duties for a while, and so I journeyed back from France, trying to leave the nightmares behind me. The visions of the trenches, the mud, the rats, the dead. Arriving at the station, I left my luggage with the station master and decided to walk home, to clear my thoughts. No sound but my footsteps on the path, and then, in the distance, the lights of home. My boy! You didn't let us know you'll be here today. What a surprise! Hello, Father. It's wonderful to see you. Your sister has been so worried about you.
Thank goodness you are home.
It's marvellous to see you, Tilly.
William and Anne are here.
It's really good to have you back. It's good to see you, Will. I'm glad you made it through as well.
Hello, Bert.
Thank you so much for your letters, Anne. They meant a great deal.
I'm sure they were very dull.
No, not at all. They kept me sane. Come on. Let's all go and get something to eat. We've got a lot of catching up to do. My dear boy, I have been very busy, you know. Still digging up old bones, Father. Do you remember the mounds you and Eustace used to play on when you were boys? In the West Field? Yes, we used to call them the fort. I always believed it was the ruins of an old cottage, but I decided to have a dig. It turns out it's a grave. In fact, a Templar graveyard, I think. Here, I thought the Templar settlement was over a mile away from here. Come and see. I'm heading out there with William in the morning. How have you been, William? Has he been keeping you busy with his eccentric hobby? Well, we've been digging quite a lot. Digging here and digging there. Did a lot of digging over there by that hill. Found some bits of pottery over there. And what he says are Roman bricks. Look at this. And a grave of some importance. Let's have a look inside. With all due respect, sir, should we be doing this? Disturbing him there in his grave? Nonsense. The Templars had their relics. I'm sure they wouldn't mind me taking a little look inside. Come on, slide that slab off. Well, look at that. He's remarkably well preserved. Quite incredible. What's that down there by his feet? It's a metal box of some kind. I've seen a few too many skeletons recently. I think I'll take a stroll. I'll see you both back at the house. Come on, William. Let's get the box out before it starts raining. Come on, give us a hand. Looks like that lid will come right off that box. My goodness! Look at that! Remarkable. What do you have? Take a look at this. It's quite remarkable. A skull? Where did this come from? It was inside a metal box, buried at his feet. This skull doesn't look human. I think it has been adorned with something or other. And look at it, covered in gold. Gold! Why was this buried with him? I think he must have brought it back with him from the Holy Land. I've never seen anything like it. Do you think perhaps you should have left it in the grave with him? Oh, nonsense. These chaps are always collecting strange things on their travels. It's quite remarkable. It must be properly catalogued and studied. What's that terrible noise? It's coming from the study. Well, at least that noise has stopped. But what was causing it? I did not leave those books like that. Has somebody else been in here? Has somebody been moving things around? Do you think the skull could have been making the noise? Oh, don't be preposterous. Nonsense. What an absurd thing to say, Hubert. Really. You'll be believing in ghosts next. The books seem to be in a sort of pattern.
I read about these sorts of things. Objects moving, noises. Don't they call this a poltergeist? I wasn't going to say anything, but Anne spoke to me. She thinks she has seen a shadowy figure in the house. I thought it was her imagination, but this all seems strange.
Now really, you're both reading far too much into this. I'm sure I'll find out that Anne was in here and she was just doing some dusting or something. She probably just forgot to put the books back, that's all. That still doesn't explain the noise that we heard. It was definitely coming from this room. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it. Anyway, I'm off to bed. Good night. As usual, my sleep was plagued by nightmares. This has been a common occurrence for me for several years now. Captain Symington, sir. Captain Symington. Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, where are we? What's happening? You've got to give it back, sir. You've got to give it back to him. You've got to return it. What do I have to return? Who wants it? The skull, sir. The skull. Take the skull back to the knight. Give it back to him. The golden skull? The golden skull needs to go back to the grave. Take it back! Take it back! Why? Why does it have to go back? What is it? It's a portal to hell! Just another nightmare. But almost immediately on waking, I realised I was not alone in that room. Somebody, something, was in there with me. And with some terror, I glanced to the corner of the room, and there it stood. I think if I had not been in the trenches, if I had not seen such awful things, I probably would have died of shock right there. But I had become a stronger person, and I gazed at this apparition, and I demanded of it, "Who are you? What do you want?" For some time it did not reply. It stood there, in the dying firelight. What seemed like an eternity passed, and then somehow it spoke. "Return the skull to my grave. You have made me break a solemn vow that I would hold even in death." You were a Templar. Why is the skull so important? What is it? It is a key of sorts. But there is no time. He is coming. You must return the skull to me. Who? Who's coming? The Zaga Knight. The Zaga Knight. A demon. Do not make me break my oath. I cannot protect you if the skull is not with me. I must be dreaming. I've got to wake up. Come on, wake up. Yes, wake up! It was as if a light flashed in my mind. Finally, I'd woken up. Or had the thing just disappeared? I was afraid I was losing my mind. But then and there I resolved. I was going to put the skull back. Whatever that thing was, whatever that cursed thing was, I was getting it out of the house. The Templar could have it back. He could rest with it for eternity. I'd explain to my father later. Looking at it on the table, I knew it had me in a dream. I knew the thing was cursed. That was it. I was going to pick it straight up and throw it straight back in the grave. Suddenly there was an enormous burst of light. The whole of the room seemed to shake and vibrate. I felt as if I was vanishing into some small point, and then everything suddenly exploded. Who are you? What are you? A messenger of sorts. An envoy. Do not place the skull back into the ground. It is a source of great power. If only you knew. If only you knew what it could offer you. Never to age. Never to become sick. To live like an immortal. This sounds like a deal with the devil to me. You see things too simply. Things are not so black and white. It's more complicated than I can explain to you. Do not put the skull back with the Templar. He pollutes it, he corrupts it. It is important that it is not returned to him. I don't know what you are, but get out of this house. Be gone from this place.
How dare you? You are the one who has invited me here. You hold the very key that opens the door. You fool. If I cannot convince you, speak to the one who is greater than me. I summon him now to take control of my body. Ah! All of the promises he made you are true. I can give you all of those things. All I need you to do is to keep the skull safe for me. Don't return it to the grave. Such a treasure. There are wonders beyond your imagining. Wonders that you could not believe. You think me a demon? You don't know the meaning of the word. Listen to me. If you take that out of this room, if you put it back with that corpse, much will be lost. Much. And you are the one who will lose most of all. I promise you. I promise you I will not leave here empty-handed.
Despite all the battles I had seen, all the death, all the suffering, I almost gave way before this thing, almost collapsed before it. Some sort of terrible power emanated from it, as if it could control your mind. I grasped the skull and I fled from the room, determined to escape it, to throw the skull back into the grave of the Templar.
So be it!
Hubert, Tilly, are you there? I heard a noise. What's that? Looks like a tooth. Why is it so cold in here?